everyone, Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com, and today I have got a 2-for for you. Today I'm going to be doing a flashcard, but I'm going to be making two flashcards and just kind of mixing up the pieces. I really like how this one came out. I also love that I did it with just one stamp set. I'm going to be using the Perfect Pennant stamp set for this one. What a fun birthday card, and we did it with just two flashcards. So let's get started with our cards today. So because it is a twofer, we will be using two card bases. My card bases today, I'm going to be using Gumball Green and Daffodil Delight. You're welcome to do them both the same. Hey, I thought I'd change it up a little bit. So these pieces are both cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So both of those are the same. My flashcard pieces today are in Melon, Mambo, and Tangerine, Tango. And I'm also going to be using Whisper White as my layering pieces. Now, if you're not familiar with flashcards and how this technique works, you can find my video that explains it. Just search YouTube for Connie Stewart flashcards. It'll be the first one to pop up, and you'll check it out. We have so many videos waiting for you on how to use just two little pieces of cardstock. So those are our pieces. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our Whisper White, and we need to do just a little bit of cutting, and I'm going to do that by bringing in my Stampin Trimmer. Again, these are both the layering pieces, but I do want to cut them down. And what I'm going to have you do is start with the long end up, and if you will cut it down to 3.5 inches, of course we're going to do that to both of them, and then we're going to flip it around, and you're going to cut it at 2 inches. And you'll repeat this with the other one as well. All right, so we've got those pieces cut. We're all good to go there. And we're gonna go ahead and do our stamping on these. Let me go ahead and start with my bigger pieces here. And I'm gonna come in with a Melon Mambo ink pad. As I said, the stamps that I'm using is called Perfect Pennants. This is in the Celebrate the Everyday catalog. Is this a fabulous stamp set or what? I mean, we've got words, we've got borders, we've got stars, hearts, everything's going on here. It's a fabulous, fabulous set. So I'm going to do the Make-A-Wish in Melon Mambo, and I'm going to stamp that on both of these pieces of Whisper White. I'll set that off to the side. I'm now going to come in with a Daffodil Delight ink pad and the star, and you can see I am going to kind of go over the word Make-A-Wish and then just randomly stamp around it from there. Can you see how fast these two cards are going to go together? Check it out. Okay, now with those little strips that we had, we're going to, because I don't throw away anything, we're actually going to use these to create some little flags. So I'm going to start, I'm going to bring in a Gumball Green ink pad, and I'm going to use that little kind of chevron-y stripe. Let me share a little tip. This is awfully narrow, and so is this, and I was a little worried about how I was going to get that straight. So here's my little tip. I'm going to take that piece of cardstock and I'm going to lay it on to my block. I'm going to take my other block here and use it to just press that. And then I can lift it, and you can see I've got a pretty straight image there. Now you're going to repeat that with both of these long strips. Now I'm going to come in with a Tangerine Tango ink pad, and I'm going to take the polka dots, and we're going to use that exact same method. I'm going to lay that on there. I'll come in with my other clear block. If you don't have a clear block, the ink pad will probably work. Just whatever you have to kind of make sure you give that a good press. And there are my polka dots. Again, repeat that with this one as well. While we've got our stamps out, I'm going to go ahead and come back in with my Gumball Green card base and that little chevron, and I'm going to stamp it down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to come in back with that Daffodil Delight, only because I really don't want to clean a stamp. So I'm going to stamp it in Daffodil Delight right there down at the bottom. So you're going to repeat that same process on your Daffodil Delight card. All right, now let's go ahead and prep our flashcard pieces. I've got my Chevron embossing folder, and I can fit both of these in here very easily. We're going to run that through our Big Shot. Remember, just follow the instructions on your multi-purpose platform. Run these through your Big Shot, and then we'll do some cutting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my cutting board. You can see I've got those all embossed, and they're gorgeous. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line my flashcard pieces, and I want to line these points up in the groove, which I don't know if you can see it there on the video, but it's very easy to see from my angle. We're going to cut these in half. You're going to repeat this with the Tangerine Tango one as well. Before you cut, do go ahead and take one last look and make sure you've got each of the points where they should be, because you know when you shift one, the other one's going to shift a little. And now we're going to put these together. You can see we're just going to give ourselves just a, they're going to line up really nice. I am going to share with you just my little tip. I hate fighting things like this, so I like to just come in with some Scotch tape here on the ends, just so I'm not fighting with that thing trying to stay together. So just like that, we're going to repeat that with our other two triangles. All right, we're ready to go ahead and prepare these flags. I'm just going to cut, this one is automatically a flag, so I'm just going to snip out this little bit right here. Just cut it off right there at the bottom there, and then we can just snip away. And that way we get that nice little white border all the way around. With this one here, we're going to create one by just snipping right up the center and from the ends in. Let's repeat that with the last one. All right, so we're ready to put these together. So I'm going to put a little snail adhesive right here. Yes, I realize this is way bigger, but that's all right. And I'm just going to kind of put it at an angle. I'm going to put some adhesive here and add it to my my little triangles here. So I'm going to create an image like that. You're going to repeat that with the other one. Now we're ready to put this onto our card. You do want to get a little heavy with the adhesive on this one, because that chevron pattern is going to make it rise up off the card, so we don't want it, you know, falling off. So I'm just going to adhere this up here at the top of my card like so. I've got my stamped image here. You can see I've got some dimensionals on the back, because dimensionals make everything happy, and we want a happy card, don't we? All right, well, it's looking good, but I thought it still needed a little something. So I made a little, just a simple little bow out of our gold baker's twine. This stuff is so gorgeous. It's so fun. But look how I'm going to adhere this. I'm going to take a mini glue dot and just kind of roll it into a little ball. I'm going to place it just right here up at the top and press my bow. Oh, now see, it's looking a lot better, isn't it? Looking great. So that adds a little bling, but you know what? It just wasn't enough for me. I'm sorry, I needed more. So I'm going to come in now with our gold sequin trim. This stuff is so fun. But I got to tell you, how I really like to use it is I like to pull it apart. And I'm just going to pull 3 of these sequins off of here. It's a little tricky. The good news is it likes to stay together, but yeah, kind of trying to force it to come apart. So I'm going to take 3 of those sequins, and I'm going to repeat that same rolling process with my mini glue dots and adhere it onto my card. I'm going to take one of the sequins. Now I am going to tell you, you do want to really give those a hard press, because we really want them to stick. And this is going to add just some really, really fun bling. By the way, I speak from experience on this. This is also a great way to hide a boo-boo. I know you guys never make mistakes on your cards, but on my cards, there always seems to be a little ink. Look, see, pink ink on my finger. I just know I'm going to hit something. I try not to be a messy stamper, but so is life, right? Okay, so we're going to add that last sequin. And as I said, we're going to repeat this with the other card. And let me go ahead and bring that one in all complete. Guys, that is all there is to it to make 2 cards and a flash. What do you think? I just thought they were very festive, very fun. I love that little gold shimmer and shine on there. It really makes for a fun card. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I hope you're still enjoying the flashcard series. I sure am having fun creating new ways to use those 2 little pieces of paper. Now, if you would like to purchase flashcard kits to go, maybe cutting's not your thing. Hey, I get it, but we have flashcard kits to go where everything is cut and scored and ready for your creativity. You can order those at simplysimplestamping.com. There's a place there you can just hit flashcards to go, pick your favorite color family, and we'll have them shipped out to you right away. They'll be so happy living with you. So be sure to check that out. To order any of the supplies that I used on today's card, you can find that at simplysimplestamping.com. And there's an online order button where you can pick up any of the items I used. Hey, be sure to pick up that fabulous stamp set. That Perfect Pennants is just so much fun. All that can be found right there on my website. Guys, thanks again so much for tuning in today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.